magnificent light show has brought us to the main event of the evening here in Titletown, and what a game we have in store. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense will get the football first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front. The hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Toss to the outside. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's got both. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do.
There he goes! Ripping through the defense. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. It's a fumble. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. I don't know if it was luck or... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Zings it complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. So Texas A&M's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Runs through a tackle. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Intercepting. The defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bama! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown time! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Quarterback keeper. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going ahead.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. It's a seam wide open, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
Off the RPO, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Here's the handoff. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football. He makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Grab near the marker. It's Melton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone? You know, just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
The sure hands. It's Melton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. It's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
Well, the running back really lucky. He jumped on.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Throwing right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Here's a heat. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Melton. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Melton. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Complete to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Finds the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find it.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field. There he goes. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust him.
And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. Inside the 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Melton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the right. Finds his man open. He's loose. Touchdown, Bama! And the pulling has started.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I love more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone. And he's going to bring it out.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Gets it to him on the screen. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Wants to return it. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Running to Green. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Rushes on him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Melton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going right to work up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that Q.
Turning it on. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try to get outside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to...
Oh, he's got some space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway.
There he goes! Touchdown time! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense. And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team. And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A&M comes back out with another first down.
Set, ready.
Wants to throw again. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It's pretty pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's got him. Knocked down for the tackle.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Flag trumpet! Flag trumpet!
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Kramer. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation when you had to throw the football.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And there he goes. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They want that clock to run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got his man. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After this, it'll be a wrap. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jeff.